So welcome everyone who's here to the Laughter Satsang. I love the fact that we're sitting here in this pagoda. We've got the Om there, we've got the wind chime, we've got the beautiful Buddha here, and it goes along with what we're going to talk about in many ways. So the first question that was asked, what is a satsang? Satsang is a Sanskrit word which means to sit in the truth. So we're going to sit in the truth of who you are. And we're going to do so through laughter and through love and through transformation. So this is interactive. You're not going to just sit here and listen to me speak. Okay, so we're going to do this. It's going to be interactive. So what I'm going to start out with is sharing with you a little bit of my background. I have been doing soul sessions, soul readings, the spiritual work my whole entire life. I came here with these gifts. So from the time I was 6, I was sitting in Catholic church and zoning out the priest, and I was seeing auras, and I was seeing loved ones crossed over, and I was channeling spirit, and of course I didn't have those names for those things at that time. I was just like, oh, I see colors, I see friends, you know, that kind of thing. It wasn't until I was older and started taking courses that I was like, oh my God, this is what I've been doing my whole life. So professionally I've been doing this for 33 years. But again, since I was a wee lass. And so I come from Canada. Everybody asks me, are you American? No. I'm Canadian. Right. Exactly, I'm Canadian. But I do live here now. And I've been traveling about the UK since December, doing festivals like this, doing sessions with people, doing my courses that I teach, things of that nature. So, that said, since I come from Canada, the first thing I want to share with you in laughter is about my dear friend Sunny. Now, Sunny has a rare form of muscular dystrophy in which he has not been able to walk. A friend of mine and I, a few years back, we helped him raise about 18 to 20,000 pounds so that he could have stem cell therapy. He comes at it from a sense of humor. Okay, so his name is spelled S-O-N-N-Y. However, sometimes he spells it S-U-N-N-Y, so Sunny, like the sun. So since he's in a wheelchair and he can't walk, he does Sunny and chair.
Oh.
Get it? Yeah. So he has a song on YouTube that is called Child of the Universe. And it talks about, the song actually talks about being the child of the universe. But his first opening line is, you know, here I am, I'm Sunny in chair. Okay, so that's how he approaches it. And he's never let it get him down that he can't walk. He came to a point, and the reason he needed the stem cell therapy is because he plays guitar. And he got to the point where he couldn't play. It was affecting his playing. So he even then looked at it from a sense of humor. So the greatest message that I'd like to give you, and we're going to do this in an interactive way as well, is whatever you're feeling, if it's the opposite of laughter, fear, anxiety, stress, worry, whatever it is that's going on in your life, face it and embrace it. Face it, look at it, and know that there's a lesson there in that fear. There's a lesson there in that pain. There's a lesson there in whatever it is, and try to see it from a place of laughter. So, in that laughter,
I do.
Good.
I do. I get the irony of a lot of things. So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. In that irony of a lot of things, a fortnight ago, a little bit more than a fortnight ago, I was actually in Gillingham, and I did another festival. And one of the things that we did was a fire walk. And it was very powerful for me because it was the 30th anniversary, almost to the day of the fire walk that I did, the first time. Now in this, we had an exercise kind of leading up to the fire walk, you know, to put us in that place. There was 9 people who were standing, so you can imagine right now, 9 people standing in front of you, and they each had an emotion. And we were to take them and put them from the least empowering to the most empowering. Okay? So there was a gentleman that was there, bless his heart, he had apathy. Okay, so he looked down at the card, realized what it was, and I'm going to stand up and demonstrate. So he's got the card, he looks down like this, and he realizes what it is. He goes over and he takes one of the back chairs, he plops himself down and he says, oh, I just can't be bothered. And now the gentleman who ran this did not say to us that we had to act it out, right? He just handed everybody the cards. So then there was courage, and she had to move over to the more empowering side and had to pass anger. Okay, so the bloke who had anger get the fuck out of my way. She's passing by, right? So he played it. They were the only two who actually did this, right? But it was absolutely beautiful. So it was a way to actually see it from a place of laughter, right? In that sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do 2 exercises to do that, to demonstrate that. Okay, so since we're kind of uneven, somebody's going to end up pairing up with me, so that's fine. So, oh, what's that? Okay, fair enough. So then there's even. So choose a partner. If you want to move around, that's fine. Ready? So what you're going to do is you're going to sit facing each other. That's it. Yeah, I know these things are a little bit. Yeah. Exactly. Get yourself so you're comfortable. That's completely fine.
And I did some.
Yeah, we're actually.
Also like anything, so we warmed up.
Perfect. Because we are going to do that and doing some deeper work, because that's the flip side of laughter as well, right?
A little bit chilly on the edge.
Yeah, it is a little chilly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take turns, decide who's going to go first, okay? And you're going to act out one of those emotions: fear, anger, anxiety, stress, and the other one on the other side is going to take it in, facing it, and then embrace it with laughter and love. And however you want to express it, okay? Now you both may end up laughing, that's fine. Okay, and then reverse it. So both of you take turns. The other one brings out anger, whatever it is you want to choose that's a really strong emotion for you. And then the other person will respond. Okay? So choose who's going to go first and go ahead.
Yeah.
No, you don't tell her what it is, you express it.
And I could just start laughing.
There you go, that's it. That's exactly it, right there. That's exactly it, you did it. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. What's that?
I tell you, I find it's really hard to laugh.
It does.
But because Emma is looking fearful and anxious, and
Yes.
I feel very mean laughing at
Yes.
her.
No, see, that's the thing. When we're looking at it from that perspective, we start delving down that rabbit hole, right? And what our task is to do is what's known as an interrupter. I teach meditational hypnosis, and laughter is actually a form of a meditational hypnosis in which you shift your brain synapses by actually interrupting that signal. Okay? So it's not that you're actually exactly. So it's not that you're actually laughing at her.
Yes. Okay.
You're bringing laughter to it. Yeah. Fantastic. That's fantastic.
Okay. All right. Now I know that. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. And see, that's what happens. You both, and look at, do you see the shift that's happening there?
Yeah.
Okay, even though she's purposefully acting out that she's fearful, she's having that brain interrupt us. Okay, that shifts that for you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, see, there she goes. There's the interruptus right there, see? See, no matter how hard she's trying to be that, she can't help but interrupt it with the laughter. Fabulous. Fabulous, fantastic. I love it. Okay, when you feel you've completed and you both have done both sides, then you can share what you feel and what you experienced.
So we do that after we've done it one way.
Yeah, when each of you have had a turn.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, when each of you have had a turn.
Still there. Feel it still.
Awesome! Fantastic! I love it! That is absolutely amazing! Yes! Fabulous. Now you noticed how you were trying to hold on to it. For however long you're holding on to that emotion, that's usually how long you hold on to things. Okay, so that's like a clue to you, like in life when you get whatever, angry, frustrated, whatever, however long, because you kept trying to hold it, right? You're like, I'm trying, but at some point you can't help, right? But, okay? So now you can share what you both, between the two of you if you wish, what you both experienced and was feeling during that.
Yeah, so as I said, I've had really well, when you were looking very vulnerable, really serious. But yes, but then when I actually let myself, it was great because it felt like, yeah, I felt you at that place because you did eventually. When you had to do this, like you.
Yeah, I felt initially it did feel good.
Did it? Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. See how that felt, just to stay in the anger. I'm not an angry person, but it was kind of, I suppose I was using it as an opportunity.
No, actually what's happening right now is beautiful. It's fine, it's beautiful and it's acceptable because this is the other side of it. This is the other side of laughter.
That is like that.
You're releasing, and that's basic. It's a form of release. You're safe. You're safe. You are loved. And you're open. You are safe. You are loved. And you are loved. You are safe. You are loved. And you are open. Yes. Fantastic. You're having a huge release.
And maybe
fantastic. Good. Feel that healing coming through you.
I would say when you say you mean to the festival, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Have you found this?
So do you hear what's happening here? What's happening is that the flip side of laughter is your other side of emotions, which I was sharing with you about those emotions when we did the fire. Okay, so what happens is you have in that laughter a huge release. Come on in. You're more than welcome to come on in. Come on in. So this is the other interactive part of this, and please feel free to come sit. We were just discussing what satsang is, and we were doing an experiment in laughter.
Right there, here.
Burning, yeah, and it will.
It is burning.
You will. Yes, you will, because what you're doing is you're doing what's known as a soul release. Okay? Before anybody showed up here, I put in that energy field of this space, the space for whatever was meant to be. If you needed to release, if you just needed to laugh, whatever it was, in a sense of connection. And you can do this experiment with people that you actually feel safe with to actually do this with. Now, if you don't feel safe with somebody or you're alone, I invite you to do this in the mirror. And trust me when I tell you, I've done it, and you immediately end up being in laughter. And then what happens is this, because you're facing yourself. Because even though you were partnered with somebody, you're actually facing yourself. So this is the face it and embrace it part of it. Okay, so no matter who you're in front of, if you're in the middle of an argument with someone, it doesn't matter. Okay, that brain interruptus right there of the laughter actually rewires your synapses, so you were able to have that release. That's what it was, and it was definitely a soul release. You were releasing layers of DNA that it wasn't just whatever's going on now. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, fuck it, gone. That's right, fuck it off. It's gone. That's right.
Excuse my language, I just don't fucking want it.
Exactly, it's gone. It's gone. And she asked me when she first came here, she says, is this going to be just you talking or is this interactive? I said, no, it's interactive. So there you go. You got the interactive, right? It's the connection. It's the connection. So when you can, I invite you to do this experiment with everybody else in your life. Obviously, try to do it in an argument if you can. Not always, but when something's happening in your life, utilize this in whichever form, the mirror or with somebody else you trust, or if you are in an argument and you feel you can do that. Now, they may feel originally, like you were saying, that, oh God, they're laughing at me. That wasn't the point, right? You understand that. Okay, so I'm going to invite us to do some even deeper work, if that's all right, and you're up for it. Okay, let's see, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 of us, so one of you is going to have to partner up with me. We're going to do what we did just now, except it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to do soul gazing and do some soul gazing work and some deeper feeling. So if that's all right with you, go ahead and pair up. Whoever wants to pair up, I prefer that you choose somebody else so that you're doing it with somebody else. Yeah. So kind of get where you need to be so that you're facing each other. Hello, beautiful.
I wasn't here for the last bit, as you know, so I don't know.
That's okay. This will be deeper healing that we're going to do. Yeah, absolutely. I can't because it's not gonna work for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's known as soul gazing. Now, this is going to also bring about probably things that you're going to see beyond seeing your own soul. Okay, I'm going to walk you through a bit of a meditation. Okay, and this will be deeper work, the flip side of laughter, and we'll end it in laughter. All right. If in the middle part you feel that you have laughter, that's okay too. So don't freak out and go, oh, I can't laugh. Be open and allow what it is. So make sure you're facing one another. What we're going to do is we're going to just focus on our breath as we are gazing into one another's eyes, and you're going to use both eyes. Okay. I'll just find that one. Yes,
One eye in each eye.
Yes,
Not
most
between the two.
No. Okay. It may end up being out of focus, and you may end up focusing on the third eye or the soul eye, and that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
But what you want to do is use both eyes, and it's important that you use both eyes, and I'll explain afterwards. So just be in the silence for a few moments, and then I'll walk you through some things in a few moments. As you are doing this and being this, just focus on deeply breathing the Buddha belly breath. Expanding your belly. And when you breathe in, you're going
starting to breathe in love, joy, happiness. And as you breathe out, you're going to breathe out anything that no longer serves you. Joy guides in the house. And as you're gazing into each other's eyes, telepathically, energetically, not physically speaking, but energetically say, you are beautiful. You are safe. You are loved. I appreciate you. I am sorry for anyone who has ever hurt you. Please forgive me on behalf of those who have hurt you. He is hilarious. And they are just mad with laughter. Now, out loud, when you look at each other, say something that you love and appreciate about this person before you. Take turns. And you can say this physically. I love this honesty. Now when you feel you're complete, thank the being before you and give them a hug. So does anybody want to share what they experienced during that? Love? Yeah. Beautiful. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yes, I was really having a connection with them and I began to get quite upset again.
Yes.
And I know from other situations not to sort of dive in and give hugs but just to be there and upset. But there was a little bit of a a sort of tension, but thinking, you know, I hope she doesn't think I'm being you know, cold, but my intention is just to be there and be accepting and creating that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's what I said to you, thank you for accept it, letting me, and being patient with that pain.
Beautiful. That's exactly what it's meant to be. Because, and Buddha taught this, and others after him have taught this, and this is part of what I teach. Compassion is allowing someone to be who they are without trying to change them or fix them. Just listening, just being with them as they are in that moment. Not trying to do anything else other than just being and accepting. Now, to go back to those 9 people from the firewalk that I shared with you who were here originally, the end empowering ones were courage, acceptance, and peace. Now I would add on to that an S, so it would be caps of surrender. Okay? Because in that moment you were surrendering and you were allowing her that surrender. Okay? You were having the courage to step forth into what you were experiencing and allowing it. And you have the courage to hold that space and take it. And acceptance, that's the A, you were accepting one another. When I start my satsangs, and it was one thing I did forget, which is not usually like me, so forgive me. When I start out my satsangs, usually I say, this is a sacred and safe space where you are free